What is up, guys? Jarv here, back today, jumping into Destiny 2. Today's Friday, which means this guy, Zer, is back once again. As you can see, we're in the tower this week. We're actually over in the hangar, over in the far right-hand side. I did think Zer was sunset for the first 5 minutes of this Friday reset, but thankfully he did reappear after reloading into the tower. Let's have a look and see what goodies he's got, though, this week. Interesting. I can actually buy stuff. Right, we'll start off here as we always do. So we've got the exotic Engram. So if you have an incomplete collection and are missing any items such as these, then be sure to pick these up, as it will guarantee a missing exotic for you. But if your collection is already full, then it will provide armor instead. So if you're looking for high stat rolls on any of these, then be sure to pick it up on your relevant class. And if you don't have enough legendary shards, you can use an exotic cipher and you can complete this quest to get one if you don't have one. Quick skim, we've got the Arbalist as the weapon of the week. We have Oathkeeper for you hunters, we've got the feedback fences for you titans, and we have the stag for you warlocks. Quick look then, so we have compounding force for the Arbalist, so fires slugs that cause massive damage to elemental shields of enemy combatants. And whilst that's very good in PvE, actually this shines in PvP, and it's very potent. It's got very big hitbox inside the Crucible, so it's well worth picking up if you don't have this one already. And there's some pretty cool Fallen themed ornaments too, so definitely worth grabbing, guys, if you don't have it already. Oathkeepers, so we've got the Arc Affinity 63 stat weighted towards mobility and recovery. So the armor's perk is where bows charges can be held indefinitely. So yeah, it does a thing for bows and it does it very well, but personally I don't use bows a great deal, and as a result I haven't used Oathkeepers at all this season. But if you do use bows and you're a big fan of them, then yeah, these are definitely worth a shout. And there's some cool, swanky, leather-looking ornaments too. Feedback fences for you titans. So Arc Affinity, 63 stat. Resilience and Intellect is the stats there. So Fury Conductors, so melee hits build energy. Being struck by a melee attack reduces incoming damage and unleashes the energy in a devastating explosion. These were very good, actually, for AFK farming ingredients over the dawning event. So if you're planning ahead of next year, then you might as well pick these up anyway. But that aside, they are still very good in Crucible. It catches a few people off, especially if you get hit first in the Crucible. The chances are your melee is going to finish your opponent off. So definitely worth picking up and a bit fun to use and experiment with. And they've got some pretty cool sort of Siva or Seraph themed ornaments too. And lastly, the Stag. We got the Void Affinity 64 stat, the highest of the week, weighted towards mobility and discipline. Dearly Departed is the armor's perk, and it grants a rift energy when you're critically wounded, and on your death it creates a healing rift on your corpse. Very situational, and as a result sees very little use. Nor used to see this back in Trials back in D1, but not now, not with the introduction of Stasis, and D2 plays entirely different from D1. But it's probably got one of the best looking ornaments I've ever seen in the game, so if you want to look like a badass, then this is probably the ornament for you. So yeah, if you don't have it, guys, be sure to grab it and add it to your collection. So there we have it. That is Zer for this week. Like I said, it might take a few attempts for him to appear, but be sure to reload the tower if you're having trouble. I'll be back a little bit later with a full Trials breakdown, the map, the loot, and all that good stuff, so be sure to keep an eye on my channel. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel. And if you're new here, I want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I want to jump back into the game as always, and I will catch you all again very soon.